are listening to the Jura Synchro Podcast with Tiia and Ria.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Jura Synchro Podcast.
And I'm Ria.
And my name is Tiia. And this is a very special episode this time. We wanted to talk about 2020 and this new year 2021. Because the last season definitely had an unpredictable ending as the pandemic hit and the ISU World Synchronized Skating Championships were cancelled. Luckily, some of the junior teams were able to compete in their worlds just before the world was shut down. The teams all around the world faced lockdown, and the skaters also faced a new situation when they weren't able to go to the ice rinks and they weren't able to continue with this passion of ours. Unfortunately, at the moment the situation is not under control, and we have received the news that the ISU Worlds 2021 has also been cancelled. The rinks being closed and the social distancing happening, we wanted to make this special episode to reconnect with the sport and bring you all back to this community.
For this episode, we wanted to hear teams around the world, how the past year has been for them and what the future holds. Let's hear the teams and their thoughts about 2020.
Hi everyone, my name is Cameron and I'm from the United States. I'm a skater on the Hayden Nets.
Hello everyone, my name is Yasemin Ergür and I'm from Ankara, Turkey. I'm one of the skaters and one of the team captains of the Turkish national synchronized skating team, Team Vision.
My name is Ayumi Kitajima. I'm from Tokyo, Japan. I'm team member of Jingu Ice Messengers.
Hello to everybody, I am Margherita Criscimanna and I am from Milan, Italy. I am a skater in Team Otsivers Junior.
My name is Emma and I am from Finland. I am a skater at Lumineers Senior.
My name is Melissa.
And I'm Stepanka.
We are from the Czech Republic.
And we are team captains of Olympia.
My name is Dana Hall. I'm from the United States of America and I skate for Skyliner Senior.
I'm Sunny. I'm from Finland. And I'm skater of Marigold Ice Unity.
Hi, our names are Sophie,
Fiona,
and Selma, and we're skaters of Cool Dreams Junior Switzerland.
I'm Hayley and I'm from Australia. I skate for Team Nova.
I'm Johanna, I'm 18 years old and I'm from Berlin, Germany. I'm a member of Team Berlin Juniors and this is my 4th season on this team.
My name is Linna and I'm from Helsinki, Finland. I'm a team member of Team Fantastic, the junior team of Helsingin Taitoilusteluklubi.
Hi everyone, my name is Lassa Paletta and I'm from Canada. I'm part of Les Suprêmes Senior and I've been part of this team for the past 5 years now.
The past year was a great opportunity for us as a team to take a step back from competing and return to the basics of our sport. We worked on improving our skating skills and refining our look as a team.
This past year, 2020, was definitely rough for everyone, and we definitely felt that as well because we trained so hard and worked so hard and we're so excited to go to Worlds in Lake Placid last year, but sadly, of course, it had to be cancelled because of the pandemic. And we continue to train harder, and we have a couple of new skaters this season, which we trained with them, and we're so excited to hopefully compete at some competitions in the following years.
And since the COVID-19 pandemic, we all had to go through a tough time, as I guess every other team did. And it was so unfortunate to not being able to perform at Worlds after all the efforts we made for the whole year.
We were very proud about our last season because we created a great relationship between teammates and our coaches. We are very satisfied about our performances from our first one till our last one, that was Spring Cup. After Spring Cup, we trained every single week looking for the World Championship in March. But unfortunately, the week before departing for United Kingdom, we decided to not compete due to COVID. In fact, when the other teams were competing for World Championship, we were in a complete lockdown. We were in lockdown for 3 months, but we decided to train separately. and we had video calls with our off-ice coach Lorenzo Marchei and with our ballet teacher Corrado Giordani. We remain in touch also with our coach Andrea Gilardi thanks to Zoom meetings.
The past year was at least different. We had to adapt to new challenges and deal with some disappointments. For example, when competitions were cancelled.
Last year was very difficult for us because we wanted qualifications for the Worlds, but it got cancelled. And we were really sad about it and heartbroken. But we picked ourselves up and we continued to work on our new programs for the new season. But unfortunately, the ice rinks all over the Czech Republic closed. So we
started to do Zoom lessons when we were working on our individual qualities. For example, flexibility on ballet lessons. We did also workouts to improve our physical qualities. And we also have a choreo to improve expressions and arms of both programs.
Yeah, and we also did a lot of physiotherapy because we were quite exhausted after this season.
So 2020 was quite the whirlwind. We started off with our usual winter boot camp, getting ready for international season. Last year we traveled twice, so we had a trip to Zagreb, Croatia, and then we had our trip to Milan, Italy for the Spring Cup. About a week or so later, we traveled right to nationals where we competed. We qualified for Worlds, so we were in the midst of training for Worlds when the pandemic hit. About a week or so into our training, getting ready, getting really excited, our juniors had actually just finished up their last little bit of training before they headed off to their Worlds. So we were really excited getting ready, and then everything kind of got shut down. We were really sad. A lot of us were actually on their way to practice when we had found out that we weren't actually allowed to go to practice anymore. We were really hopeful that Worlds was not going to get canceled. Unfortunately, it did get canceled. We were really sad because that's the rink that we practice at in the summer, get our programs ready for the season. So a lot of us had said, hey, Lake Placid, we'll see you in April. Myself included. I kind of kissed the ice and I said, hopefully see you in April. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But however, we still did have the opportunity to train a little bit during the pandemic. We spent a lot of our time on Zoom. A couple days a week, we were training ballet, fitness, stretching. We were doing everything we possibly could to stay engaged and stay together as a team. Once the pandemic kind of got lifted, our state rules got lifted, we were able to kind of get back on the ice. At that point, we had introduced a few new teammates. Some of our old teammates had left. We were kind of in that transition period after the season had ended, and getting ready for the new season. Some of us were really excited for the new season, and some of us were a little bit hesitant just because of all the rules and things that were going on. But ultimately, once we kind of got going with the new season, we were practicing about 3 days a week off the ice, but also on the ice as well. So we were doing our Zoom training like we had been over the summer, but we had incorporated in our regular weekend practices. So we were still being able to see each other, but most of our training still was being done off the ice. When we did get back on the ice, it was really interesting because we weren't allowed to connect. So we couldn't do our pivoting block. We couldn't do, any wheels. We couldn't do anything. It was a lot of individual skills, which was a lot of really interesting work for us because normally we don't spend a lot of time on individual skills. So when we did have the opportunity to work on it, it was great to kind of hone in and be together and be like, okay, we need to work on, this for the upcoming season. So it was cool to kind of get that opportunity to train individually, but also together. As the season had gone on, or this past season has gone on, we've had opportunities to stay together as a team, but we've also had those opportunities where our state guidelines said no team practices. So a lot of our kids are college students. As they went home for the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, we ended up just taking that time off and being individually skating. We still had our Zoom sessions, working ballet, fitness, the usual stretching. But we weren't able to be together as a team. So we spent about 2 months off the ice as a team together, just working on our fitness and our Zoom calls. But once we did get back on the ice, it's been great. We've been really enjoying spending all this time doing individual skills again and really honing back in on our unison. That's a big goal that we have this year. But yeah, 2020 was quite the whirlwind for us. It was not fun by any means on the second half of the year.
Our 2020 was without a doubt challenging, interesting, and eventful. Most certainly it was a year of growing, and it really made us rethink our own priorities.
This past year was unpredictable. No one expected for a global pandemic to happen, and it was challenging for everyone.
It kept us on our toes, and we had to become more creative and adaptive for all kinds of situations. It also challenged each skater to become more self-disciplined and independent. And it also taught us to appreciate what we have or had.
The past year for Nova was a really positive one. With one season missing, this year will be exciting to skate and see what other teams around the world come up with. 2020 was a good year to explore and try new things within our team.
So the past year was very challenging, exciting, but also different, of course, due to the pandemic situation. But we've been a team, and I'm very proud to be part of this team.
The year 2020 was a dream come true for many of us. We competed in the Junior Worlds in Nottingham and won the title. This happened just before the outbreak of the pandemic and made it even more special. Earlier in the year, we also won the Finnish championship. All in all, we had plenty of good moments with our team and our loved ones.
2020 was definitely a year of adaptation and change, but we're definitely hopeful for a brighter future and grateful that we're all healthy.
This is the Jura Synchro Podcast.
As the team said, 2020 was all about adaptation. Although for the Junior World Champions, this year made their dreams come true. As a coach, I'm very curious to see what the situations has brought to the skaters' ice skating skills. We've been off ice for 2 months now, and we've been doing a lot of practice off ice and things that really we didn't do when we were skating. And I really hope that all coaches have taken this as an opportunity to really do the things that you don't have time to. So I'm really curious to see what it has done for the skaters' ice skating skills. 2020 was also about reconnecting and learning.
We learned this year that health definitely comes first and that we should take care of our own bodies and those around us. And we definitely grew stronger as a team while going through this process together, going through quarantine together, practicing on the ice while social distancing at the same time with all the masks and doing training. With all these difficult obstacles we had to go over, it was definitely a team bonding experience.
At first, it was very hard to keep each other motivated without seeing any prospects for the new season. But at the same time, we realized how lucky we were to still be able to keep practicing since June. And we are so sure that it will later on bring an amazing season, as the pandemic experience built our strong bonds and made us even tougher.
We learned to face this difficult problem together and to be positive. We learned that even if there weren't competition scheduled, we needed to be focused and reach our goals as a single skater and as a team. We learned how to help each other because COVID was really near to us. In fact, sometimes a parent had COVID, so the skater needed to be isolated, or sometimes even all the team was in quarantine. And this period was really tough for us because we weren't all on the ice, and our coach Andrea Gilardi decided to keep both of our program of season 1920 even for this season.
Last year we learned to be more patient, and we also learned to train under new and different conditions.
We learned not to take anything for granted ever, and we also learned to appreciate every single minute spent on the ice together.
I think one thing we've learned this year is that it's really important to stay connected as teammates. Even though we might not be able to physically be together, that we can still stay connected. A lot of us are training individually at the current moment, skating by ourselves, and our Zoom sessions are always by ourselves. So we found a really fun way to keep ourselves connected. Before we finished up in the fall, our coaches were asking us what kind of special skills do we have. Some of our teammates have fantastic butterflies. I, however, do not. So I learned a butterfly over our little break. I was like sending videos. I was like, somebody help me figure out how to do this. What am I doing wrong? Some of our teammates are sending over twizzles and, really flexible things that they can do. So it's really fun to see if we can like challenge each other and see, maybe how many revolutions of a twizzle can you do? And someone one time was like, I got 12 revolutions of our regular twizzle. And I was like, oh my goodness, like that's incredible. So keeping connected and really making sure that we can kind of challenge each other on the ice and off the ice, even though we're doing stuff individually, has been something that we learned is super, super important and actually really, really fun to keep the momentum and the camaraderie and our view of like positive vibes only still going.
We learn to live in the moment, new ways of doing things, adaptability, and we learn to see and appreciate even the small things, like being able to see your teammates, friends, or even close family.
We learned how to adapt to specific changes within the season and how to adapt our training to them. We were also able to explore new ways to keep active with the restrictions we had in place.
So what we've learned last season is to enjoy every moment even more, to don't give up and to stick together, especially in hard times. It's about fighting together and about supporting one another. And we've learned that there are also many things that we haven't done before, which we are actually trying out now. So,
Something that we all learn is that our reality isn't something that we can control, but we do the best with what we have. Balancing our life as an athlete is always a struggle, and throughout the years we kind of cope with everything and we manage to separate everything equally, or try to. Through all these years, I could definitely, and my team definitely can say that we're all athletes and we're all very dedicated to our sport. But now that our reality has changed and we haven't been able to do what we love, our status as an athlete is changed, and we can't only define ourselves as that, but we are so much more than that. We are a friend, we are family, we are support, we are something else. We are not only an athlete, and we're all individual beings, and that is an important lesson that is hard to grasp, but we learn that we are much more than an athlete.
I think Alessia from Les Supremes Senior said such a powerful and meaningful words about how they have realized that there's so much more than just athletes. And I think it's very important to remember that and realize that. And also, when the time comes, it's important to know that you're so much more than just an athlete when you're ending your career.
Yeah, I think that was a very good point that could have helped my own decision after I stopped skating, and it would have helped maybe to adapt to the normal life after skating.
Afterlife.
Yeah. But I think every skater should really think about the things that you are much more than also a skater.
Yeah. Even though 2020 wasn't anything that we planned for or hoped for, we all have so much to be grateful for.
We are so grateful for the opportunity to skate at the brand new Skating Club of Boston facility. We are able to continue our training as a team while staying safe.
We're truly grateful for the opportunity to skate, and we definitely took it for granted in the previous years. And now every time we go on the ice, we see everyone saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe how good this feels. I missed it so much. And all of these expressions that we withheld during quarantine, and now we get to express it and our programs and show everyone just how much we skate, how much we love to skate, and hopefully they enjoy it as much as we enjoy it as well.
We are so grateful for the amount of support we've getting during this period, as our teammates were always there for each other. Our families were encouraging us, and our coaches were working so hard to do all the best for us. And also, we would like to thank our home rink staff to keep us safe and provide a great condition of the rink so that we can focus on our practice.
We are grateful that after 3 months of lockdown, in June we came back on the ice, not in our home rink but in another rink near Milan. And we practiced social distancing even on the ice. In fact, that period we decided to train for individual skills. In September we came back in our home rink and we started to skate attached to one another, but we used masks. And we are grateful for our parents and our coaches that believed in us in this difficult period and believe in us even if there weren't competitions scheduled.
We are grateful for having to be able to train on the ice almost the whole season since the beginning of May. And we are also grateful that virtual competitions have been organized.
We are really grateful for being able to skate now because we know that some of the teams haven't been skating in a while. So we are really happy to have this possibility.
Yeah, and we are also very grateful for our coaches who arranged everything, and without them it wouldn't be possible.
This season, we're really grateful for the fact that we do get to skate together. We were off the ice for about 2 months because of our state restrictions. However, we're really grateful for the fact that some of us still can skate individually, and the fact that we still get to work together on our Zoom with our fitness, our sports psychology, our stretching, our ballet. A lot of the things we do get to do together, we're still really grateful for the fact that they still can happen, because we know that some teams are not practicing at the current moment and some states are not allowing rinks to be open. And also some countries are not even able to be together on the ice. So we're really grateful for the fact that we still get to do some of our training, whether that's on the ice and off the ice.
We are very grateful for the fact that the situation here in Finland has been good enough that we have been able to train together.
We are grateful for our health and every hour we get to train together as a team.
We are so grateful for our family and friends, and also because of how fortunate we are to be in a country that is so isolated and isn't as heavily affected by COVID-19.
We are very, very grateful to have one another and to trust in each other. And of course, we are also very grateful to have been able to participate at many competitions last year, especially Junior Worlds, and also huge thanks to our coaches for supporting us as good as they can in every situation and for providing us with online sessions right now.
During the year, we learned how to practice remote from our homes, without seeing our teammates every day as we normally do, and to stay positive in the unusual situation. We're grateful that we have been able to continue to live our lives as athletes despite the uncertainty.
What we are grateful for is our coaching team. We are so grateful for them because they have been there for us since the very beginning and have put so much time and effort on our lives, and they have been role models for us, and we are so grateful that they're able to guide us through the life that we're living right now, even if our reality isn't very, ideal right now. They have put our trainings and our health, our everything that they have to us, they projected to us so that we could have the best possible experience this year. And that definitely helped us with our mental health and physical health, and that is what is most important. Also, we are definitely grateful for, even if these challenging times, there's always good things that come out of it. So because of the situation, we've been able to communicate more through, social media, through Zoom and through other platforms, and that brought us together, believe it or not. Even if we haven't had that human contact, we've definitely got that chemistry that isn't always possible when, we meet each other at the arena 6 times, 7 times a week sometimes. And we've created that bond that wasn't created throughout all the other years, and that is so special to us, and we are grateful that we got the opportunity to do so.
The Jura Synchro Podcast with Tiia and Ria.
It's really great to see how the teams have found the good good things in this situation, and I'm very glad to hear that the teams have felt that they have support in this challenging time. We really hope there is a light in the end of the tunnel and it's coming quickly.
Yeah.
And we really hope that soon we will get back together and start competing again and coming really back to this beautiful sport together. Some of the teams also mentioned of the virtual competitions.
Yeah.
They are very interesting, and maybe they are the future, and maybe they might give us more opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have you watched any of those virtual
I haven't, but I've heard of them, and I really need to watch the next one that is coming.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's hear the plans of the teams for this year.
For 2021, our goals are to continue improving our basic skating skills every day. We hope to compete in the near future, but in the meantime, we are taking advantage of this time and working hard.
Our 2021 goals are to hopefully continue training really hard and improving our elements. And we hopefully want to create a new level for Team Vision and to set a new standard for synchronized skating in Turkey. And hopefully have those below us looking up to us, those skaters in Turkey. Hopefully they can become world-class skaters and look up to us for that as well.
Our goal for the rest of the season, we're just gonna do our very best and make the audience enjoy the great Back to the Future and Hercules programs, even if words become a virtual competition again.
We have different goals for 2021. Firstly is to remain safe and healthy, and to stay safe as much as possible in all the situation. In fact, still today we're using masks on the ice. We have different competition here in Italy, both online and physical one, and we are looking forward to get better every single competition.
For this year, our plans are to improve our programs and hopefully also compete at least under almost normal conditions.
So this year we've been working on our unison. A lot of times in our programs we have the power, we have the speed, we have the turns, but not all the time do we have the perfect unison. So that's something our coaches have been really honing in on this year. Every time we have practices and we work on turns, we work on edge control, we've been really focusing on the exact arm placement of everybody and making sure that as we do it in a block, we do it in a line, we are all 100% matched all the way down to the fingertip and all the way down to the toe point. So that's one thing that we've been working on this year is really honing in on our unison and making sure from the beginning that all of our skills are 100% matched.
Our plan is to continue preparing as normally as we can so that when the time comes for competitions or events that we are as ready as possible. And our club and team follows the guidelines and restrictions given by Finnish officials. And everything is built around that.
Since we are a new team, our goals for this year are to become better skaters individually, but also to grow together as a team. Furthermore, we'd like to qualify to become another member of the Swiss ice skating national team.
This year our goals are to work hard on our new routines and to build up our skills so that we can put out the best performances we can.
Our goals for this year are to stay in shape and to improve ourselves as good as we can. We are also trying out new things, as I already mentioned before. And yeah, we are also looking forward to go back on ice. But until then, we will be patient and wait. And of course, we can all totally understand the current situation, and that it's best to do not exercise together. And that's what we are actually doing. So yeah.
Our 2021 goals are definitely something that we had a hard time figuring out, but we definitely decided that reconnecting with the joy of synchronized skating is a goal that we want to achieve by the end of the year. We want to be able to come back together as a team on the ice and physically attach each other, physically see each other, and just practice the sport that we love to do, which is synchronized skating. There is so much magic and powerful moments that come with our trainings, and also when we compete that isn't created every day, and we hope that we could get together finally to create those magical moments again. Another 2021 goal that is long term is that we could get back into competition season. We haven't been able to compete in a year now, and it's definitely something that we miss. We miss the adrenaline, the teams, the family, the judges, everything that has to do with competition. We miss it, and we want to be able to compete and show the world what we got and show the world how much hunger we have more than ever, believe it or not. Our plans for now, at this specific moment, is to just trust the process. There is not much more that we can do now, but just trust that everything will fall into place, and also trust our coaches. They guide us into, the future and everything that has to do with us being athletes, and we definitely trust them, and we put everything that we have into it, and they guide us into being the better person and the better athlete that we wish to be. Another plan for this year is that we've increased communication. We've realized that the coach and athlete communication is such a special bond, and we want to increase it this year. And therefore, every week now we have a meeting with our coaches, and one by one we share something special that happened throughout our day, and that increases communication, and us as athletes can really open up to them and connect on a deeper level that usually we haven't been able to connect with. So our plans are definitely to communicate and just trust the process and believe that everything will get better.
I love how the teams are adapting to this new situation and really taking the time to improve the skills that they can at the moment. And I think it's great that all the teams and all the skaters really realize that the most important thing is health at the moment. We think that trusting and believing for the future will eventually bring us all back together.
We would like to wish all teams a safe and healthy season and wish everyone luck in the new year.
We would like to wish every team, full health and just a wonderful season. Hopefully they perform as well as they've been practicing. Like, we've seen all of the teams' practices and programs. They're truly amazing, and we can't wait to see you guys soon, hopefully, and take care, and lots of health and lots of kisses from Team Vision. See you.
We'd like to wish all the best to every team, and most importantly, we wish all skaters will stay safe. And we hope COVID-19 will be under control soon, and see you all at competitions.
I wish to all the teams to stay safe and healthy in this period, to keep high the motivation and to never giving up, even in this difficult situation, because we will return, hopefully, to a normal life and to compete internationally as we all love to.
We would like to wish all teams a lot of patience. Stay strong.
We would like to wish all teams to be strong, stay safe and healthy.
And remember that you are not in this alone.
We love you!
From all of Skyliners Senior, we would love to wish everybody a happy and most importantly, a healthy rest of the season.
We would like to wish all teams good health, and hopefully we will see each other soon. Take care.
We would like to wish all teams
health, strength,
and motivation. Hope to see you soon.
We would like to wish all teams good luck for the upcoming season, and we hope that all teams can stay safe and healthy.
We want to wish all teams the very best and the power to cope with this special situations. We hope you found a way to stay in touch with each other and to exercise together. And yeah, we are all looking forward to see you all back on ice very, very soon. So bye!
We would like to wish all the teams good health and the joy of skating. We hope that every team will be able to practice soon on ice. We can't wait to meet all of you in the competitions.
Finally, we would like to wish all the teams lots of health, lots of happiness in their lives, because more than ever, it is the time to stay healthy and to trust everything that's going to happen in the world, even if it's quite difficult at the moment. We want to wish everyone health once again. It is so important. Mental health, physical health. That is what our team believes to be the most important thing. But also, we wish to see you guys, everyone, our fans, our family abroad, our teammates that are abroad right now, we wish to see them so soon. We miss every single person that has to do with the skating community. The synchronized skating community is such a close-knit family, and we cannot wait to get back all together and just share the love that we have. There are so many organizations, One Team Movement. We can't wait to be able to get back all together, share love for skating, and that's all that we have right now. So thank you so much for listening, and so much love from Les Suprêmes Senior, and we wish to see you soon. Bye!
The Jura Synchro Podcast would like to wish all teams the best of luck in this situation. We hope that you all get back on ice, back to training, and hopefully back to competing at some point. We hope you all be safe and stay strong. And I think eventually this situation will show how strong synchronized skating is as a sport.
Yes. And we really want to thank every skater and every team that has done this podcast with us. It has been an honor, and we're very grateful that all of you were in this podcast with us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure to hear what you think about the last year and what goals you have for this season.
Yes.
Thank you all for listening.
And if you're with us in YouTube, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember to follow our Instagram so you can see all the new episodes that are coming. Yeah. And the next episode in 2 weeks will be with Anu Oksanen. We will talk about the synchronized ice skating development.
Yeah. So stay tuned and see you then.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Jura Synchro Podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify.